Hey everybody, welcome back to my second or third actually ever YouTube video. Um, in today's video I want to go over some of the market movements we have seen over the past week, considering I'm making these videos every Monday morning now. So firstly, I'll just say that the winner of last week's giveaway was Aaron Lamb. I'll put a picture on screen now. So congratulations to you. I'll reach out for your Ethereum address after this video goes live. And yeah, starting next week, I'll give away another $200 of Ethereum to someone who is a subscriber and who shares the video post on Twitter. So yeah, thanks Aaron for subscribing, and let's get into some of the TA we're seeing in this past week. So first things first, I'll start off with BTC because I think it's seeing some pretty good momentum and leading the market right now. So I'll delete these two lines because they were there from last week, but I want to keep this region here between 44,300 and 41,800. This region has significant importance just due to the previous retest we have seen. Here it was the local high for this trending movement, and then once we broke out and saw a retest, this here was support here, and support a third time here. This was the local low we saw at around 43,000, sorry, before we moved higher. Two important things to mark out right now is, so I'm not sure if everyone does this, or it might just be a me thing, but let's say we have a range here, which is like getting tested, it breaks above the range, and then we start to see like a upwards movement, or whatever. This original high from the breakout is a level I like to mark a lot, just due to previous experience with it being such an important level. So I like to mark that. So for us here, it would be around 48,000, sorry, would be that level. I just wanted to explain why I was marking that level out. And if we zoom in, we can also see support pretty well here with a huge wick below. And throughout the past 2 weeks, I think it's been there right now, or 20 days actually, seen some good support from that level. So like here is an example. That's a level I would be considering to be very key level for momentum. If we broke down, flip that level into resistance, then of course the next target is 4,300. And if I'm being honest, 4,300 probably will not hold as support again if there is a good amount of momentum to the downside. I think we could quite easily flip that if we retest it. So that's what I'm looking at right now. But we have this trend line, which you're seeing move higher. And then we have some resistance levels here. Probably more like from that wick there. So around the $50,000, which is a psychological level for resistance, of course. But my bull case right now would be that we just continue to trend higher, with support around 4,800, breakout, re-flip 50,000 to support, or 52,000, sorry, into support, and then probably back to new all-time highs, which I don't know if you saw my analysis from a few weeks ago, but I'm expecting to see around $64,000 as a new all-time high before we pull back again. So that's what I'm looking at right now for BTC. Let's see if I have my macro chart for BTC. Not that, unless I've removed it by accident. Nope, I have to redraw it probably, so we can just use this. Yeah, the market looks pretty good right now. Also, this is another low time frame chart. The original one I started this video off with this huge downside momentum. Yeah, excuse me. Let's clean it up a little bit. delete that. I haven't actually seen this chart in a while, so it'll be interesting to see how all these levels have played out. And this trend line's invalid now, or for the moment anyway. Yeah, so here, as we said, wick low of 43,000, moved higher, big block of resistance and support between 46,000 and 45,000, flipped here, and then we moved higher. So now we are focused on this resistance level at 51,000, which you can see caused huge wicks in the middle of Feb, caused early wicks beginning of this month, and again for the third time seeing some pretty strong wicks. So big sell-off level here for BTC, but if we put on the MAs, you can see we've got a lot of EMA support here. So sort of like we said in the last chat, I'm expecting something like this, up, higher, boom, and then back into new all-time highs, hopefully. Let's check out Ethereum, just so we can stick in order right now, and just work our way through. This is just a chart I posted a few days ago, which I think is pretty funny because with BTC, we haven't seen a retest of the previous all-time high since we broke out. And it's a really important level, I think, for us to retest at some point. And I do think it will be retested. I'm not sure when, but I thought this pullback and the wick below and the perfect close is, can't make that up, and it looks great. So I'm not sure why everyone was very bullish going into bearish, sorry. I thought that was pretty surprising. I see no reason that high time frame momentum will be slowed down from here. You can see here, wick, breakout. We take the initial high from the breakout, which then was used as support here, and then we broke down. See no reason to be bearish on Ethereum, and I think being bearish is pretty silly unless we lose this level, which is around 1450. That's the momentum level we need to watch. If we came below like this, close below, that is where we would exit our position and start looking for maybe high time frame short positions for the next few months or weeks even. But that was not the case. Nice support, nice amount of buyers stepped in, back above now. Nice support here, which I could consider this level, and now moving higher once again. And honestly, I'm expecting to see a retest of all-time highs this month, so no worries on Ethereum for me right now. Let's take a look at Ethereum on the 1 day. So I posted this on Twitter 2 days ago, I think. Just two levels I was watching. The 1500 level, very important level psychologically, and also sort of like I said to you originally, has some good support and resistance for price action in that level. But the point I was trying to make on Twitter was that when we were in a bear market, usually we see support just like bouncing along with volume declining, meaning that we're just like in an accumulation phase before we would break out to the upside. What we're seeing at the moment with most charts across the board is that when we're in a downtrend and we get to some key level of support, we wick below 3 to 4% and then wick back above, close back above. Honestly, it's just a play to liquidate over leveraged long or short positions depending on the momentum, but we see it a lot both at resistance and at support, that we get these large wicks below or above to hurt newcomers to the space who are maybe not familiar with leverage, or just people who are overexposed. and that gives us a lot more pressure then to push the price up higher and squeeze positions. So that's what we saw here and what I was expecting to see. Wick here, nice entry if you caught it, which we did. I can go back to that chart if needed. And then flip back 1500 into support, and then higher once again. So yeah, nothing bearish right now. Some resistance here, I guess, would be our next logical resistance level, which right now is 1750. Some nice wicks here, resistance here. So yeah, a little bit of resistance ahead on the daily. Let's see what happens. But if we can flip 1750 into support, then very, very bullish on Ethereum, and still am both in low time frame and the macro environment right now. What else is interesting right now is CTSI. Been posting about this on Telegram for, God, since January now. Our entry somewhere around 7 cents. But I did mention that I added to my position at 15 cents. So literally just marked the wick high from last year, plotted the level. If this region broke here, then I had some bids to fill at 15 cents, which was a really lovely entry and a great trade, one of my best trades so far over the past month or so, 30-day period. Now moving higher, 24 cents, which was resistance. You can see here with the wicks, is now support, it looks like. And like I said earlier in the week, or over the weekend, sorry, I'm expecting new all-time highs this month. What else? Link, haven't checked this chart in a while. I think I haven't charted this since like the new year, or maybe, I don't know if we charted it in last week's video, but I didn't take a serious look at it, that's for sure. But Link looks pretty good. A fun fact, I've actually never owned any Link, or been interested really. I was too busy with other coins and other projects, I missed the boat pretty hard. But here is a really important level, 19 cents. Ignore this wick. This was just Kraken manipulation, or like it was just internal on Kraken. There was no, I don't think any bids filled or any liquidation took place. It was just a wick, which we see a lot on Kraken actually. Yep, but we can see this very clear trend line here on Link. Support, 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 and now running into that level as resistance. I'm going to delete these levels for now, just so be a bit clearer. So nice breakout here, caused us to top and take a new all-time high. Now this level is once again support, which is lovely to see. So if you're a bull, you'd be worried here. As soon as this is reclaimed, you're bullish again. 25 cents is very important for price action. But I'm expecting to see a few more retests of 30 cents and then maybe 35 cents. And then honestly, I'm expecting new all-time highs again for Link. Maybe 50 cents is on the board, but we'll have to wait and see. Currently not in a position. I would probably enter a position now once this level gets flipped into support so we can move higher. Yeah, Link actually looks good right now. MATIC. Someone requested this, I think, but I don't think I had to look at it. Yeah, it looks okay. Like this level here, which was the wick high in February, seems to be now acting as support. You've got this small trend line and this support base level, which is probably a region around 20 cents. And if I was in this on like a low time frame trade, I would be expecting a breakout sometime soon, probably in the next 24 to 48 hours. Flip that level into support and then move higher. But that said, if we look at it on a 2-day chart, look how much it's up over the past. Like it's just been a year, and look how much it's up already, like nearly 10x. So be careful. I'm not currently in a position for MATIC, but you know, interesting enough. Let me quickly also take a look at BTC high time frame, because I think it's important starting off the new month. So monthly. So one thing I like to do is draw fib levels from the start, and then use the future extensions. But I'm going to have to draw that downwards. You can go candle to candle or from wick to wick. It's up to you. But in my opinion, with something like BTC, you want to be using candle to candle, especially in the macro time frames, like 1 week, 1 month. Usually I'm always using body to body instead of wick to wick. What's that purple there? Some of them are pretty, you don't really need to see them right now, but of course we have the previous all-time high, and what I'm going to draw here is a Gann fan. I get a lot of questions how to draw them, and what you need to do is you take the trend angle tool, and then you find the low. I use the body, so you could use like anywhere around here, I guess, like this low here, and you want to draw a 45-degree angle. Then you take your Gann fan and you take it from the inception point of where you started the angle. Make sure it's lined up nicely, and then what you do is you take your middle line and you set it to the 45-degree angle, which in my case is like right about here. And then you can have the option obviously to turn on all these different angles, but I like to use it anyway because it sort of gives a really good indication of high time frame resistance levels, and you can even use it when you're ranging. So if we use the Gann fan from here, that's 44, 45, and obviously we're using this because that is our low, and we draw it up. You'll see some good correlation between support and resistance. So you can see all along here, we had a lovely bit of accumulation on this support level from a Gann fan, resistance here, and fib plus Gann fan here. So I would have highlighted this region, this little triangle region here would be my buying zone for BTC high time frame. And now on a daily level we are running into a bit of high time frame support, obviously previous all-time high, but there's a lot of support levels between like 30,000 for BTC, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did see that at some point. But for now, fib level is holding nicely as support, and expecting to trend higher throughout the rest of the month. And that's pretty much what I can see right now for BTC and Ethereum. Ethereum macro is super clean. Like I said, I should pretty much just use that. That is my high time frame chart for Ethereum. But we can draw a Gann fan Why not? So we take this, like, let's try the wick on this one, just so I can show you the difference. 45. So if you was using this chart, you would be able to spot like resistance here, 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 and here. And then you find support here, broke down, reclaimed support here, and that would be your entry level for a position higher. Support here. And I know a lot of people are pretty conservative when it comes to GAN fans. Like, it's a pretty strange tool, but you can see like stuff like this. It just gives a nice little trend line, few trend line levels which you should be watching for support and resistance. Let's also draw a fib retracement from, let's go from that to there. Sorry, from the body to the body there. So obviously you can see this is the fib level, which lines up nicely with all-time highs. And like I've said in a million tweets before, I'm targeting 3400 region this year pretty easily. So no reason why that cannot be hit. Low for the year is probably in. That sounds pretty ballsy thing to say, but very likely that we've tested previous all-time high. And I'm excited to keep holding my ETH longs open. I see no reason to close them right now. So anyway, that's just a short little video. Dive into a little bit about Ethereum and BTC. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a subscribe, give it a like and a share, and I'll see you on Monday for another video. So thanks guys for watching.